I am about to make Jeri again and wanted to share with you. Hope you enjoy this video. Please stop by, see what I'm making. If you like it, please like, share, subscribe. Also follow me in TikTok in the same ID. So let's get started. So I have my syrup ready already right here. This is my syrup. Let's give it a stir for a bit. Yeah, it's nice and thick. I made it beforehand, and the temperature right now it's at 120. I'm gonna turn on the heat a little bit and keep it very low. We don't want it making hot. Okay. And meanwhile, I think my oil is ready as well. I've already heated my oil. I just want to quickly rinse my hand one more time. And for this, since the syrup is a little bit thick, I'm going to add a teeny bit of hot water to slightly loosen it up. And give it a stir. Okay, that should be good enough. And we want to keep the syrup temperature about somewhere between 110 to 125, 30ish. My oil has heated up. It's time for me to add the batter into the container. But meanwhile, I'm getting the spatula ready as well. And I have two batters, so I'm just gonna try this one first. Finish this up. I need a small cup so I can pour it easily. I'm just filling up my jar here. This is about 2 cups jar. I can fit, yeah, about 2 cups here. So I'm gonna fill it up all the way to top, just so I don't have to keep filling it up in between. Because this batter, so I made this batter last night and I let it sit in the fridge overnight for it to ferment. It needs to have a good fermentation process going on, so we need to put it in the fridge overnight. The more it ferments, the better it's gonna be. So I'm gonna try my smaller tip. So I have this kind of container and I have one a bit smaller than the other one. So let me try the first one. And my temperature on for my oil is already past 325, which is quite hot, but that's okay. Once I start adding this whole batter, the temperature will drop down. So let's start adding. So here we go. It's my first trial for today. Turn on the fan. Get all the start adding. Just wanted to check to see if it would float, and it did. So I'm going to turn the heat to medium and start pouring. When the oil is nice and hot, it will puff up and it will rise rise to the top, and it will also spread. And it becomes really nice and crispy. That's what we're looking for. So the temperature is still above 300, so I'm going to keep adding the batter. One side over, and they go straight to this sugar syrup. So this is my first one. It's just wanting to give it a check to see if the oil is all good to go. So I'm going to get that out. So this one is my second one. So it's nice and crispy already. Go straight into the syrup, and then you dip it. Make sure your syrup is not too hot and not too thin either. Because if your syrup is thin, it tends to be soggy, and that's not what we're looking for. So we'll let it dip for 20 seconds or so. And then we'll get this out. Meanwhile, the other one. What it looks like. And when you take the batter out of your oil, you can already feel it's nice and crispy. This is exactly what we're looking for: crispy outside and juicy inside. So when you break it, you have nice juicy. So these are my first 3 tries. So you just put in the sugar syrup, and then you just kind of flip it over a couple of times. And when you do this, you got to do it very gently. You don't want to break the Jeri. They break very easily because they're very crispy. So just flip them over a few times, and that's it. And you just take them out. Make sure you drain all the excess syrup out. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to my live. I'm making Jeri. It's a Nepali dessert. Once I get them out, I let them sit on the cooling tray. So what I'm going to do right now is, while the temperature on the oil drop down, so I'm going to let it heat up. While it's heating up, I'm going to transfer this to a bowl. If I can find one. Let's see. So the bowl, because the bowl has a smaller bottom here rather than flat, that makes it easy for Jeri to soak up the extra syrup. So I'm going to transfer this into a bowl. So in the sugar syrup, I have obviously sugar and water, and once it started boiling, I added a few cardamom pods. I break them open, but not completely. I let them just popped it open, and then add it to the syrup. And I also added a pinch or 2 of saffron and a little bit of lemon juice. This is what syrup looks like. I'm going to set this to the side for now. So before I add more batter, I want to make sure my first few tries are nice and crispy. They feel, when you touch it, they're crispy. So I think I can continue on. So my oil temperature went down below 300, so I'm just going to let it heat up a little bit. While it's heating up, get my oil ready to add, because I just added a little bit of oil. So you don't want to have too much oil in your pan. Just enough for it to flow down. So I have a feeling that I might just have to add oil after a few tries, maybe do another 5 or 6. And then all those bits and pieces, you want to make sure those are out of there too, because they will kind of come in the way when you're trying to pour the batter. Oh! Sorry, somehow my spatula was quite, somehow it had water in it. Now, that's dangerous. So you don't want to do that. I was not expecting that. I don't know why my spatula had water in it. It should have been dry. Sorry about that, guys. Hope I didn't scare you. Okay, looks like it's calm now. Let's get this out. Sorry for that scary moment. So dealing with the hot oil is dangerous, guys. So make sure you're always on your reflexes. Just quickly run back and make sure it doesn't splash on you. And I'm fully covered, so I'm good. Except my hands. My hands are not covered, so I gotta protect my hands. But yeah, sorry about that. So I'm gonna give it a stir. This is not wet, so stir it up. And the temperature has gone above 300, so I'm gonna lower the heat. Excuse me, I'm just gonna wipe that excess oil that got outside. And also do have a bottle of water for you to drink in between. Otherwise all this heat from here is gonna make your throat, like your itchy throat, like you're gonna be like having very irritation. So make sure you're hydrating in between. So let's check my syrup temperature, which is around 128. Okay. Now I'm gonna add batter. Oil is very hot. It's a past 350 right now. So let's see how it turns out. Oil is super hot. Oil is really hot. It burns quickly, so you gotta turn right away. Turn over. Just 2 seconds. And they rise up really nicely when the oil is nice and hot. Already, so let's flip over. Once you add batter, the oil temperature will cool down, so make sure to bump up your heat. This is already ready to go. I can already see it's already browning up. So get that out. And the syrup. Turn up the heat on the syrup. It's already at the temperature that we want. Again, your syrup cannot be super hot, otherwise your Jeri will come out very soft and soggy. This one's ready to go. Just get all the excess oil out. This one's almost ready. thick, but not very thick where it cannot absorb the liquid. So and when you're dealing with the sugar syrup, make sure you are not moving this Jeri too fast, otherwise they're gonna break easy. After I take this out, they just need to be in there for about 20 seconds, max 30, not too long. Welcome to whoever is joining right now, my live video. Thank you for taking time to making Jeri. It's a Nepali dessert. It's a sweet, crispy dessert. It's very crispy outside and inside is nice and juicy. So I'm going to add oil here. Today I'm using vegetable oil. You can use any oil if you have canola, you can use that. Vegetable oil you can use. You can even use ghee. I'm going to add some in here so it's easy to pour later on. Any oil you have at home, you can use it. Deep frying. Hi Green S8N4W. Hi AZ Cake. Hi GAMARI Gumari. Gabriel. Hi Laverne Bullock. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm making Nepali dessert. It's called Jeri. I just added cool oil, so I'm just mixing it up so it can heat up evenly. It's a dessert that it's deep fried and added to sugar syrup. My sugar syrup is thickening a bit, so I'm going to add a little bit of hot water to loosen it up. You don't want to add too much, otherwise it will be very thin. So just teeny bit and just stir it up. And again, the syrup has to be around temperature anywhere from 110 to 125, 130, but no hotter than that and no colder than 105. You can go up to 105, but you don't want it to be too cold. It has to be like touch to warm. It cannot be hot. This is a candy thermometer that I'm using. It shows 350 right now, so let's see if the oil has heated up evenly. I have my batter in a container like this, has a tip cut out to the size that I want. I'm going to start pouring. syrup. And you want to add it right directly when it comes out from the oil. That's when it soaks up the syrup. If the Jeri is cold and you put it in the syrup, it's not gonna soak up the oil, the syrup. So we'll just flip them over a few times and I will get them out. These are crunchy to touch already. I can already tell they're nice, and so my batter is good. Sometimes they might not come out as crunchy, especially after the syrup is when you need to test. Yesterday when I was making Jeri, my syrup turned out to be a little thin. So when that happens, just add like a cup of syrup to it, sugar to it, and let it be like a spoon of water, and then just stir it. So I have my heat right now at medium high. These two are already ready to go. Okay. I'll just go dip in this syrup. So these are my cardamom pods. They give nice fragrance. And I also added some saffron, a pinch of saffron. And with the lemon juice. Ready to come out. How many of you have tried Jeri before? Really tasty dessert. Thank you for coming to my video to see my video about making me Jeri here. It's a Nepali dessert that I'm making right now. It's a very popular dessert in Nepal. These are sweet, obviously, because they're going in the syrup here. But to balance it out, the sweetness, you can always eat it with something like yogurt, plain yogurt. Yes, really? I'm also, okay, I'll come and check. I'm also entertaining my toddler. The temperature has already reached above 300. So let me go fix this thing and I'll be right back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, guys. Please follow me. I make a lot of food videos, mainly. I'm gonna give my syrup a stir. Also, quickly check the temperature. It's good. It's 128. The temperature is high, so I'll go ahead and start adding more batter. Make them any shape you like. I usually just go circles for the sake. below 300, so I'll make my heat go up a little bit. Again, the goal is to make crispy Jeri. There are a lot of things that happens makes your Jeri not as crispy. It will be very soft and soggy. So either your batter is not right consistency when that happens, or that your syrup is too thin. So you can always few trials to make sure. Let all the extra syrup drip down. It's ready as well. When you are turning them around in the syrup, make sure you're very gentle, not to do it quickly. Thank you everyone for watching my video, watching me make Jeri today. My batter is running low on my container as well, so I'm going to do that now. So my temperature's reached 300, so I'll just lower the heat. Temperature quickly. It's at 124. 124. The batter is almost out. Just gonna push it downwards. Maybe I can make another 2 or 3 from this one. So let's see. Temperature is good. Bowl now. Over. batter looks like. You can see some bubbles. That's fermenting. Sign of fermentation. So I'm just gonna mix it now. Make sure there are no lumps. If you see any lumps, just break them down. My syrup has thickened quite more than earlier, so I'm going to add hot water again. I'll turn down the heat because it's reaching 300. If you guys like food video, please do check out my channel. I do post other videos too that I've made in previously. A lot of food videos, mainly coming today live from Utah. What's your weather like, guys, and where are you guys from? We have a very gloomy day today. Happy Friday, by the way. Probably in some countries it's already Saturday morning. Oh, sorry, not morning, Friday night probably. Ours is almost 12:30 here. Thank you for taking time to watch me make Jeri here. Just draining out some extra syrup. I'm going to add hot water because this is quite thick now. If it's too thick, it's really hard to handle too. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water. It has to be hot though. Give it a stir. That will loosen up the syrup. Like gooey, thick kind of syrup. It's really hard, and then your Jeri is gonna get lots of those sugar syrup, and this is gonna dry out, and then it's just not gonna. It's not what we look for. We want thin, but not too thin and not too thick. So this one's rising. So this is at 300. So here's the batter that I was talking about. Just gonna mix it. I see a few lumps, so I'm just gonna break them, and then. Help up a little ladle. I'll just fill up my measuring cup here. And your batter has to be more like a pancake batter. Not super thick. So I'll just use this bottle right here. My bottle fits about 2 cups. Batter, and I made my batter last night, and I left it in the fridge for it to ferment overnight. And this morning I got it out and left it in room temperature to come to room temperature. I want to make sure they come to room temperature before we start frying. So I did all that this morning. So right now it's 12:30, so got plenty of time to come to room temperature. So make sure your batter is covered. You want to dry them out and also your cup. Because otherwise those dried batter will come to your Jeri while you're trying to pour it. When you pour it to the bottle. So just put the lid back on. And I'm ready for the next round. Let's quickly check the syrup temperature. It's at 112, so I'll Yes, and then heat it up very low. The oil cool down too, so I'll crank up the heat. And I think after this, we might have to add more oil. Make sure to stay hydrated. No, it doesn't taste like orange at all. It is orange. I added very little color to it because Jeri is supposed to look orange. But if you want to skip the color part, you can do that too. It'll just turn out like slightly yellowish color. It's up to your preference basically. But I've been adding color lately. Food color, orange food color. So my batter has flour, yogurt, baking powder, a little bit of oil, a little bit of cornstarch, very little. But mainly it's flour. And then add water, and then you just give it a good mix. Make sure you get rid of all the lumps, and then you let it sit in the fridge overnight. Okay. So my temperature is 300. I'm just gonna wait for it to cool above 300, and I'll start adding. And then I turned on the heat for my syrup, so I let it get very low because we don't want to heat it up too much. So far, my berries are coming out really nice and thick and very crispy. So far so good, guys. And I'm using vegetable oil. And those of you who are just joining me in, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live video here. I'm making Jeri. It's a Nepali dessert. Very popular dessert. Okay. The temperature is a little above 300, so I'll start adding my batter now. Sometimes when the temperature is not, I don't know, sometimes it's good, sometimes not, but they just tend to pump up like this. It could be that my batter is not completely cool to room temperature yet, but when I feel it, it's not too cold, so it should be okay. But sometimes it just kind of they're not spreading out as much. That happens, next one I'll try to kind of make circle a little bit far apart, so when they come together it's not like this. Okay. Coming out nice and thick. The oil is a little bit low, so I'll just do this one and I'll just add more oil. Because it's not having enough oil for it to kind of rise up. Because if that happens, then it starts to burn. Because the bottom of the pan is really hot as well. So this peaks right here, and we don't want that as well. For that, the temperature has to be a little bit lower. Right now it's at almost 350, so that's pretty high. There's a lot of things we have to kind of maintain: the temperature, the syrup thickness, the batter thickness. My batter is slightly thick as well, because I can tell when I poured it out, it came out really thick. So I'll just add oil, because I think it's not having enough oil for it to kind of rise up. Still tastes good, guys. Still okay. Some people like to make thick Jeri, some like thin. I try to make it in the medium. I like the thickness of this, but for my husband it might be a little too thick. He likes a little bit on the thinner side. it thicker, thinner, circle, what other shapes you want to make, flower, any shapes you want. The other day my kid wanted me to make star shape, so I even made star shape today for Jeri. Still a little bit thicker than the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to add oil, maybe about 2 or 3 ladles. Or actually, it's good that when you have the oil in this kind of bowl, just kind of, alright. Now we're gonna crank up the heat to medium and let it heat up. Stir it up. While it's heating up slowly, I'm gonna prepare lunch for my kids. So hang in there, guys. guys, thanks for staying with me. I'm back. Just wanna give this a stir. Still nice and thin, it's not too thick, so that's good. Let's check the temperature real quick. Still about 128. So I'll turn off the heat. This one is above 300. I'm gonna start adding the batter. Still clumping up together. Maybe my batter might just be too thick. Because I had two different batters. One was made last night, and one I made it a couple hours before that. So it's coming out with the peaks. So sometimes that happens. I'm just gonna shake up my bottle real quick. Try this. Sometimes when that happens and your batter is thick, that means your temperature is not right for the oil. This one is not even spreading. And before it has to be. So I'm not a very expert jalebi maker, Jeri maker here, so I'm still learning as well. Just have to figure out what's the problem when the batter is all staying clumped up together, or like why it's getting that peak. Sometimes I have a feeling that my batter might be just a bit thicker than earlier ones. Every time I put about 6 circles around. Earlier you saw how it spread it out nicely. These ones didn't spread that much. And the temperature is still at 300. So I'm going to turn up my heat to medium high now. See if that helps. Again, do keep hydrating. Make sure you're drinking water in between. Because they're a little thick, they're taking a little time to become crispy, so I'm just letting it cook for longer. Oh, it's okay. Because it didn't spread out, it's a bit on the smaller side. But that's still okay. Still Jeri. Welcome guys, welcome to my channel. I'm making Nepali dessert, Jeri it's called. It's very crispy outside, juicy inside. It's a very, very popular dessert. You can eat as is, or you can eat with yogurt. We also eat it with very thin, light flour tortilla. Very thin though. Wrap it around. And that's how I like it to eat, just to balance out the sweet. It tastes really good with yogurt too. I make homemade yogurt, so if anybody wants to see how I make yogurt, do let me know. I make homemade yogurt and I don't put any sweet to it. So this goes really well with that. We don't buy yogurt, store yogurt, so we just make it at home. The temperature is rising nicely, so I'm going to try to put the batter to see if that makes any difference, if it's at the high temperature. Are you doing okay? You need water? The temperature is 350 now, so let's see if that makes any difference. See how they're not kind of staying together, they're just like flopping around? That's because it's too high. Try again. If I try not to spread too much, they all gather in one area. Try one more time. I might have to make my batter a bit thinner. Or if my batter is too thick, I could also take out a little bit of oil. See if I can make it kind of stay at the bottom and then it rise up. I could also try that. Perfect size I'm looking for. This one came out too big and just all over the place. This one's okay, but it just clumped up all together. This one's a little bit better than that. They're all mushed in one area. Like, I don't want it like that. I want nice circular. But you know, some people do make it like this. They just pour the batter whatever direction they want. Not yet. No, not yet. Come on. Oh. Look at this one, guys. Don't move my hand up. Very hot. Okay, go ahead, Sim. Okay, I'll make you one, okay? Are you done with your lunch? My syrup is thickening a bit too, I can tell. Now, let me check my temperature. What's that one, baby? Yes, 122. These are burning up. You know, because it's a Valentine's Day, we could even try to make a heart shape. That kind of looks like a heart shape. Heart shape. Be careful, it's very hot oil over here. I'm going to. This is the last one. The problem with very little oil is that sometimes it comes out very flat. So it's like a lot of things we have to like manage. But don't let that stop you from making Jeri, guys. It's still way better than store-bought, for sure. Any homemade food is way better than store-bought, right? You know what ingredients you're putting in. You make it fresh. Who knows where the store-bought been, where they were made, where it came from, how long it's been. If you crave something, just look up a recipe. I'm sure we'll find the recipe online, huh? Okay. Sure. I'll add a teeny bit of hot water to this syrup. And turn up the heat as well. That one's all hot already. So I'll let it sit and then I'll pour this in. Loose, so you have to just bring it around and just try to attach it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, depending on how quickly you do it. But these are coming out a little bit better than earlier. They're nicely spreading out. Spreading. That means I think the batter is now getting to the right consistency. So it's ready to be good. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to follow my channel. I make lots of food videos mainly. I like to cook and my family loves to eat, so we're a great combo here, so that's why I like to cook. Anybody here who likes to cook as well? Yes? Is that the one you watched earlier? See if it's still on. It's not on anymore? Oh no. It's gone? Uh-oh, my toddler needs help, guys. Yes. I said to turn it off and it's gone now? But it was lunchtime. Did you turn it on already? Okay, I'll be right there. Let me get these out. I'll be right there. Let me finish these because they will burn if I let them just sit here for a long time. But this turned out a little bit better, I should say, than the other first four that I tried with this new batter. So just let them go in. Let it soak up all the syrup it can while it's still hot. So it soaks up syrup when it comes out right from the frying. I'm coming! Can you wait a few minutes? Please? Please, pretty please. Thank you. I'll be right there. Almost done. I have one more to get out. I have one more to take it out from here and I'll be right there. Toddler needs help over there. So mom always have 10 hands, right guys? We're like running around crazy. I'm coming. One more minute. These are coming out way better than I am coming. 2 more left. So again, this one is slightly not touching to each other, so it's nice spiral ones. But I like these ones better because they're more closer to each other and they are less likely to break than that one. But not all the time it comes out the way you want, guys. So, but that's completely okay. It all tastes same. Shape may look different, but they all taste same, guys. So, but don't let that make you like stop, right? Yes, baby. Okay, this one's already breaking a little bit on that side. I'm coming! Why can't you wait that long? He's getting impatient, guys. Why you can't wait that long? Okay, I want me to rescue. Let me wash my hand. Okay, temperature's gone down to 300. I'm ready to add more. Let's check the temperature on the syrup. It's 130. So I'll turn off the heat. How many have tried Jeri before? Or how many know how to make Jeri even? You guys should try it. It's not very hard. The only challenging part is to maintain the temperature and the syrup consistency. They're spreading out really nicely. Looks like we are at the ideal temperature, which is at 300. Oh, look, we have sun. Hey, look, sun came out. Finally, it's been a very gloomy day today, guys. It was wet in the morning, cold, but no snow, unfortunately. We have no snow. Utah's supposed to have snow by now, a lot. No snow. Very sad. Even up in the mountains, we're not getting as much as we expected. So I can tell from this that my pan is a little bit low on the oil. So let's see. Let's turn this and we'll check. The batter is good. I have about 1/3 left on this bottle. While they're cooking, I could add right now. Before you add, make sure to give it a stir. There's some bubbles there, and you want to just kind of mix up the whole thing before you pour it into your jar. And I'll show you what my tray looks like right now. Yeah, they're coming out a little bit on the flatter side, so I think the oil might be a little low. lumps, make sure to get rid of that. I'm not seeing any now, but earlier I did, so I kind of break them and I crush them and mix them with the batter. You don't want to have any lumps. Always cover your batter, that's your batter. This one's ready. Goes to the syrup. This is a good size, guys. I like this size. I don't like too big. I don't like too small. This is good size. The oil is low because they're a little bit on the flatter side on some rings. So we're going to add oil after this. Burning, so let's get out. They are nice and crispy. This is what it looks like. Jeri, Nepali dessert, guys. I hope you guys give it a try too at home. It's not that hard. Once you get hang of it and you know the right temperature, you will be on the road. And thank you for joining me today, watch me make Jeri at home. I will be making celery, which is a rice ring. It's a very popular food. I'll be making that over the weekend too. If I get time, I will come live and show you guys as well. It's made out of rice. And there isn't, I think, any Nepali who does not like celery, which is a rice ring. They're about a little bigger than my spatula. And it's just crunchy from outside. Inside is nice and soft. And they're not sweet at all. I mean, we can add sweet to it. Some people do add sweet, but very little. Just a hint of the sweetness, but it's not like a sugar dessert like this. And it's with like curry. Okay, I'll show you what my tray looks like because my tray is full. So here it is. This is the Jeri that I've been making for the past hour. Can you guys see? And they're just drying this cooling rack, and I don't stack them up yet. I let them cool completely. So let me add oil and I'm gonna switch the tray because my tray is full. So I'm going to add a couple ladles, two, one maybe. It's very tricky. So if batter is thick, I think I want my oil to be very shallow, not too much. And then if my batter is okay, then I'm going to add a little bit more oil. So this is like you just have to play around with it. And make sure my syrup is not thickening yet. It's still okay. And check the temperature quickly. It's at 125. Perfect. I'm going to stir this oil a bit for it to heat up evenly. Okay. And I have my batter ready to go. Tighten this lid. This is the jar that I'm using. So I'll let that heat up. I'm going to go switch the tray up and right back. I have my new empty tray ready. The next round. So my tray is about 40. This is slightly about what? About 24 by 16. the oil temperature shows above 350. So let me try it. Let's see if it's gonna clump up together or if it's gonna spread nicely or what. Yes. Okay, I'll make you one too, okay? Yeah, they're kind of floating everywhere. As I add more batter, the temperature will cool down. And, so that's an odd shape, but that's okay. That's completely okay. My toddler cannot wait to try one, so let me make him one after this. Came out whatever size. Still spreading nicely though. So while the batter is still not cooked, you can kind of push it to make it yours, like the shape you want. It's crispy already. Not spreading as much again. So make sure you always make extra batter because you have, you're trying. I'm not expert at making this, so I make a lot of mistakes. So when that happens, you're wasting, batters. So make sure you have enough batter. That's okay. Let's spread it out. We need to better than the others. These are like heavyweight. They're all bulky, all clumped up together. That's okay. Obviously, we can't make really fancy, pretty, like the store-bought, but it's way better than we buy it though. Homemade is always the best. So when you're flipping them over, just be very gentle, not to break them. So use the help of like side of the bowl to kind of make it a little bit less. Oh, this one's ready too. The temperature is really high, so they're cooking really fast. These guys are ready. Get that in. This one came out good size, but still did not spread as much. So when these kind of jalebis are like clumping up together, there's just a little bit weight to it. But still it's crispy, guys. The main goal of Jeri is to make sure it's crispy outside. It's crispy outside and then it's nice and juicy inside. And the shape might not always come out the way you want, but it still stays safe. They're still yummy. Kind of all in one place. Spread it out teeny bit. And the size is like almost to the size of my spatula, and the shape looks nice. It's not little bit awkward shape like the other ones. Start adding batter, your temperature will cool down on your oil, so just make sure to heat it up. Back up the heat. So I have it at medium right now. Now the batters are kind of spreading around, so it's getting bigger because they're spread out more. Around 300. So I'll try to do at 300 temperature because it looks like the 300 temperature is nicely spreading. It's not clumping up together in the middle. If you want thicker like that, you can do it a little bit above 300. 350 around. And this thermometer is really helpful. Kind of tells you, you know, whether your temperature is high, low. Really handy tool. Sorry guys, I got disconnected for some reason. It says streaming interrupted. I have no idea. Maybe because of our weather, the internet is not stable. Welcome back. I'm making Jeri. It's a Nepali dessert. Thank you for staying with me and watching me make this Jeri making. They are nice and crispy. They go into the syrup right after it comes out from frying. This one's ready too. These are coming out really good, guys. This is exactly what I want. I'll let the temperature go down. Right now it's almost to 325. So I'll lower the heat while I'm getting these all taking a nice dip sugar syrup back here. Make sure you're turning them very gently because they are nice and crispy right now and they break so easily. Okay. So far I've made almost 50. What it looks like. I think this will be my 50 pieces. Have you guys tried this before? You guys should try making it. It's not that hard. Your hands do get get sticky, so just keep washing in between. Yes? Yes, I will make you one. Oh my goodness, I need to make one for my toddler. He's been asking for one. Let me do that for him. Okay, I'm making you one right now. I'm making you one right now. My son has to try one, so I'm making one for him right now. Because I added the batter, the temperature is going down, so I just make sure that I turn up the heat. So these little bits and pieces that I forgot to clean, make sure you do that as well. Otherwise they'll come in between and ruin the shape. So they're nicely spreading out. The temperature is below 300. So I'm not going to add any more because that's kind of lowering the temperature. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe me in my channel, Nepali Life. I make a lot of food videos mainly. I appreciate you guys watching me, and please do, if you have any questions, please do comment below. Write them in the comment section. I will try to respond you later. But right now I can't see any of your comments right now. Nepali dessert. This is for my toddler. This size. Don't need to give too much sugar stuff for kids, especially your toddlers. That's enough. This is for him. A mini Jeri. The temperature's at 300. I might have to check my syrup temperature shortly. It is getting a bit thick. Lower the temperature, lower the heat, I mean. And I am running low on my syrup. So this was made out of three cups of syrup. I made already 50 of them. And I plan on making more. For the sugar syrup, if you want to see me make from the beginning, you're welcome to stay and watch me. The Jeris are coming out really nice, guys. This is what it looks like. Please do give it a try at home. And if you learn anything, to share. These are the cardamom pods that I added. It's very nice fragrance. Sometimes the seeds get on your Jeri, which is okay too. It's edible. Look at this nice circular Jeri. I am planning to make make like more like a flowery shape in future, which I need lots of practice still. Okay, let me check temperature on my syrup real quick. It's at 115, so I'm turning up the heat a little bit. And because it's thickening, I'm gonna add maybe a spoon of hot water and give it a stir. That will loosen up the syrup. We don't want it thick, gooey syrup. This one I need to add oil. So I'll do so now. And I'm using vegetable oil today. This is the bottle that I'm using. Now because we're waiting to heat up the oil, I might as well just fill up my batter bottle too. Please let me know if you're enjoying the video, watching me make Jeri. From Utah. Now I have my bottle ready for the next round. Let's stir the oil. Small bits out that you see, that'll come up in the way when you're trying to make your Jeri. Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video. Please do subscribe. Please do go check out my channel. I make food videos mainly. The syrup is now a little bit thin, which is good. I'm going to let heat that oil to a little above 300. I feel like that's about the good temperature for Jeri's, not to have peaks or like not to clump up together. You want it nicely spread out but not so far apart either, otherwise they'll burn very easily. How's the weather there, guys? Sun for like a minute and then now it's gone. You want to keep drinking water between, because all these fumes from the hot oil is going to make your throat kind of scratchy and irritated. So just make sure you're drinking water. Check the temperature. Still at 115. I have my heat for my syrup very low, like super low. Just enough heat for it to heat up a teeny bit. Yeah, now it's at 120, so I'm going to turn off the heat. This is now at 300 exact, so I'll let it go a little bit above and I'll start adding my batter. Hope you guys are enjoying me make Jeri today. Thanks for staying with me. Please do like, share, subscribe. Do check out my channel. I have other food videos there. I will be making celery in a few days. If I get chance, I will come live and show you guys. That's rice ring. Celery is rice ring. It's made out of rice. It's deep fried as well, but it's not sugar at all. You can add sugar a little bit to give it a slightly sweetness, but you don't need to on that one. It's your own preference. Some people like a little bit on the sweeter side, but not as sugary as the Jeri. These are like a very sugary dessert. Okay, so it's about 300 and it's going up fast, so I'm going to lower the heat. And I'll start adding the batter. Because I added a new batter into a bottle, let's see how it's going to turn out. Because every time I add a batter to a bottle, I don't know, it doesn't come out the way we want. Like halfway or like kind of like 1/3 way, it comes out in a nice shape. So let's see. Oh, it's like spreading everywhere. Spread or like all stay in one. So I guess I have to, when I'm adding the batter, I just kind of have to go kind of like a bigger circle. But the shape's not going to be there, guys. It's like very odd shape. And they just float around. They're not staying in that one spot for you to make that nice shape. Because I added batter, the temperature of the oil kind of went down, so I need to turn up the heat. Look at the shape. Whenever you add a batter to a bottle, I don't know, somehow they don't come out the way you've been. I'll just let those cook. Temperatures below 300 right now. I mean, I have seen in Nepal when we were to go eat out, Jeri, they were shaped like this. They're just like kind of not nice circles. They just do it so fast. But like, because I'm doing it at home, I was trying to make it as nice, pretty looking as possible, but it's always not possible. But that's okay. It still tastes great. One's like whatever as well. Not nice. When I added the batter, I did add it like in the circles. And look how different it looks. And when I bring them out from the oil, they're so crispy, guys. When I touch it with the tongue, it's really crispy. Like. Running quite low on my syrup. I don't know how many more I can make. Let's see. Maybe I can make 10 more. Try. But I'll be going down to last spoon. These are coming out smaller. That bad. I like to spread it out. Does this look nicer? What do you guys think? Does this look okay? Oh, are you ready to try yours? It's probably cooled down already. I made you one. This is what it looks like. Again, if your Jeri comes out softer, there's a lot of different things that can happen. either your batter is not right consistency, or the syrup is too thin, or the syrup is too hot or too cold. I've tried all those. It is right here, baby. My temperature on this oil is 350 right now. Okay, let's try another one. I'm sure it's going to float all over the place, but we'll just give it a try. I'll try to make a bigger circle and then kind of come in the middle. We do the opposite way. Instead of going from in to out, I'm going to go from outer to in. I think that works better. Not on this one. When that happens, just quickly bring the string and try to put it right above. Kind of push the shape you want. Temperature is too high, so I'll leave it at low. Now I can crank it up. Give it a push to make it a more circle. Oh, we have sun. I don't know if you guys can see. It's brighter. We have sun. It's reaching 300 now, so I have my heat to medium right now. This came out really nice. So I've noticed at around 300, it comes out nice. Doesn't spread, but not too fast. It's not floppy. So at high temperature, I'll show you what it looks like. You get all these peaks on the outer rings. So yeah, it's at 300, so let me give one more. Circles. More Jeri. Oh, it's coming up nicely, so I'll just kind of push it to the side so it's not spreading so much. This one's ready to go in to the syrup. See, that's the spikes I'm talking about. Can you guys see, like this pointy spikes? We don't want that. That happens, the sugar syrup is not gonna be it's not gonna absorb as much syrup. So we want it to be nice and circular. I'm running so low on my syrup that I don't have any space for my next one. Get this out here and then close that one. Ready to be flipped. How does it taste, baby? You like it? Yay! Yummy! He is happy. Running quite low on my syrup. I don't know how many more I can make. Maybe 2-3 more. Look at this one. This came out nice circular shape. This can come out. And this can turn up. They're really crispy, guys. So make sure you are turning them very gently and not too fast. Maybe I can make 2 more. I'm halfway in my second tray right now. So that's about, it's like about 20, 25 or so. This one came out really nice. I like this one. It's almost like size of my spatula. So this is how much I have left of syrup. Can you guys see? Maybe I can make 2 or 3 more. I'm gonna tilt my bowl a bit. And wash my hand. It's sticky. Make sure you're drinking water. Yeah, the spoon. Add this. Make it a little bit slanted like that. Okay. My heat is still at 300 for my oil, so I'm gonna add more. Nicely swelling up. It's at 300 exact. I'm doing about 6 circles for each one. I can make more than 4 now with this syrup. Huh? Oops. Where are you guys watching from? Please write in the comment below. I'm making Jeri, Nepali dessert, guys. This is how we make Jeri. I can see this one might be a little bit flat. Could be that boil temperature I got down when I was adding this. So it's crispy already. It's ready to go in the syrup. Spread this back around, turn. They're very crispy. So when we add it and flip them over in the syrup, very gentle. Your other fingers from your other hand, and my syrup is thickening a bit too, so I might have to add a teeny bit of hot water, not so much, because I don't have that much left anyways. These are coming out really good size. This one came out a little bit flat, yeah, teeny bit, not too much. This is what it looks like. They are holding up their shape really good. Almost went into the syrup without. It's very crispy. I might even break this. I might have already. So delicate. This is all I can make with this remaining syrup. Challenging part is this. You're out of syrup. How are you going to make this guys absorb the remainder. They're supposed to be like kind of in the syrup, like dipped in the syrup, but I don't have much left anymore. And the shapes are so nice. This is exactly the size I wanted. And they're nice and puffy too. But so bad that I ran out of syrup. Yep, I think that will be my very last one to make. I add a little bit of water and make one more, like push it to one more, but I doubt, I very doubt I can make it more. Even for this one, I'm quite low already. Okay, this is it, guys. This is how we make Jeri in Nepal. That's all you can do with the syrup. It's quite thick. It's not even spreading easily. If you guys want to see me make more syrup, I can continue on because I still have lots of batter left. But once we make the syrup, we have to let the syrup cool down, and that's a lot of waiting time right there. But I'm happy to make it and show it to you guys.